Alright, Victorum Gaming fans and Judge Dredd fans, 2000 AD fans, we're back. Got another unboxing for you guys today. We're going to take a look at the City Def or City Defense Forces little starter box here. So basically it's just 6 figures and 4 game cards, and we'll take a quick look at the back here for you guys. So with the sort of studio paint job that they put on there, but basically you get a couple different versions of guys here with some standard weapons and then some other configurations. And the 6 figures, again, Warlord Resin, 2 unit cards, an armory card, and a big meg card. And that basically covers that. So like I said, we'll be right back after we get that open for you guys. We'll show you everything that's in the box. Alright, we're back. We got everything open up for you guys. So let's start off with the models as usual. So we get our bases and then our 6 models here. Some of them are actually already basically complete, those 2 guys on the end there. And then everybody else is basically just missing their arms, or the front of their arms. And that's a pretty easy addition here with the little sprue here for the weapon arms. But overall, again, really cool, that new Warlord Resin. So really great details here. I'll try to show you guys. So, yeah, you can definitely see a lot of detail on each of the models and all their gear and equipment and stuff like that. So, imagine this guy is the squad leader. Seems to be a little bit bigger, beefier than the other guys here. It's cool too, it includes a couple of female models, so a little bit of variety in the figures. Yeah, this guy's got some like optics on or something like that, which might go with the upgrade card that we get. So if we again flip that over, so lots and lots of good detail here. This guy's just kind of got a kneeling pose. And then the last one here, looks like he's got his visor up, ready to chuck a grenade. And again, there's tons of equipment on his like utility belt and stuff like that, or combat belt, whatever you want to call it. So overall, pretty cool. Definitely looking forward to painting these guys up. And again, you get 6 of these guys in this box here. So chances are, depending on your game size and any allies you might be bringing in, this could either be enough or just the start for a force, because none of these guys are necessarily high on points cost. So down the road might make sense to pick up like 1 more of these, but there are a couple of other upgrade boxes that we will show you. For example, there's the specialist or reinforcements box, which adds a couple of specialist weapons like a sniper rifle, stuff like that, which certainly will up the points cost on some of the models. But again, depending on game size, might be worth picking up 2 of these at some point, but certainly 1 is a great start for some regular size games. Moving on to the stat cards and stuff, so you get a City Defense squad leader, and pretty solid points. Clocks in at 10, and really solid stats. Again, it's not going to be judge level stats, but it's not necessarily terrible either, so very respectable on pretty much most of these things here. And on the back side, and again, so nice that Warlord also references these page numbers, but has a couple special rules. So access to the armory. If a city defense squad leader is the leader of your faction, when armory cards are drawn, you may draw an extra card and keep 1 more than normal. So it's pretty cool there. Just having a leg up on the opponent potentially by having access to more cards. And then a city defense squad leader may use a single action to return the action chip of another city defense model to the bag. The target model must be within 8 and line of sight. Both actions may be used to return action chips of 2 city defense models to the bag. So basically, if he's close to your regular troopers, there's potential for basically getting them to activate multiple times in a turn. Which, of course, if you have more activations than your opponent, theoretically, you can do more and potentially take more of them out, assuming your guys are still left alive when it comes around to that again. But a nice way to sort of add extra activations and get a little bit more out of your guys who individually might not be so great, but sort of the weight of activations here, basically. And then weapons and equipment, so basically up to 3 one-handed weapons or a one-hander and a two-hander. So again, these guys can be pretty well loaded down with weapons and gear. The regular city defense here, we'll flip this back over so you can get an idea of how the regular guys stack up to the leader here. So the trooper is fairly similar, a little bit less on the evade and defense and cool. and obviously far fewer points. Oh, and one less on the close combat. Missed that, but basically same speed. So again, not terrible, and not judge level, of course, but still decent for what you're getting. Basically, the auxiliary, on the other hand, definitely drops a little bit more. For 1 point fewer. So really, you can field quite a few of these, just little 3-pointers. But 2s basically across the board here, and only a 1 on the evade as well. However, one thing that they have that the other guys don't is that they actually are speed 6, so can get around a little bit faster. And then backside of these guys, again, basically 3 one-handers or a one-handed and a two-handed weapon. They do have a knife, and then your choice of basically one-handed ranged and two-handed ranged. And again, there's quite a bit. And those last 3, which are in the reinforcements box, it's nice to basically to prevent people from spamming and doing sort of cheesy stuff. Those last 3 are basically 1 per 5 models, so it definitely spreads it out a little bit, and again, keeps people from spamming special weapons, basically. So really good stuff there. Moving on to the armory and then the big med card. So you get, oops, got that sprue poking in there. Peepers. So model ignores the effects of smoke and stealth suits. So really cool there, especially if you're encountering a lot of that. And then you basically use it with aimed fire or snapshot, and basically stays in play. So hey, that's pretty cool. And then this is a fun little card here. Although it's basically all judges on the artwork, but really awesome piece of art there. But hit them with everything. Your faction leader and any friendly models within 6 of them may each take an immediate snapshot. All shots must be resolved at 1 nominated enemy model within line of sight of the leader. So pretty nasty. So if you can get your guys in sort of a little bit of bunching up, and hope that the enemy doesn't have like template weapons, you can basically unload on something. So whether it's just some regular model that you just want to just basically just take out right then and there, or like have a good shot of like whittling down one of their tougher figures, or like a leader or something like that. The ability to potentially do this is pretty damn scary. So even with the weaker stats and stuff that these guys have, this is really one of those where weight of fire can potentially ruin somebody else's day here. So really neat card. And again, just the artwork here is actually just really awesome. Fire at will. Yeah. So definitely like that. Good pickup overall. So again, if you're thinking about city defense, this is basically where you start, and it's a really great set, 6 models. And again, depending on the size of the games and stuff like that, it might be worth picking up a second one. There is the reinforcements box, which does add those special weapon guys. But overall, again, if you're not splashing in like judges or other things like that, and just want to go pure city defense, basically, definitely going to be more of a quantity than quality army. But again, still really, they do have some potential to do some really neat things here. And it's kind of fun to have an army of basically regular guys trying to keep the city or keep crime off the streets in Mega City 1, as opposed to just running the judges as the good guys all the time. So and yeah, definitely. So you'll, rather than being outnumbered all the time if you're playing judges, here you actually have a chance to bring some quantity as well. And again, having access to just all kinds of crazy weapons too definitely doesn't hurt either. So city defense, definitely looking forward to getting these guys ready for you guys, and painted up. We still have the reinforcements box to open up as well, which we'll have in the next video. But yeah, we'll get these guys together. These shouldn't take too long to get painted up either, and then we'll definitely have some battle reports featuring these guys for you. So stay tuned.